I'm not ranking off what they've done in F2 solely. I'm ranking them off their careers, and I'm just doing the F2 ones. So, for first one is Rafa Kamara. He has won the Formula 3 championship, the Formula Renault... No, not Formula Renault. Formula Regional European Championship by Alpine. And he's come 5th in that series before, and come in Italian F3 3rd, ADAC Formula 4 Germany Championship 3rd, Formula 4 UAE Championship 2nd, and then he's come in Formula Regional Middle Eastern Championship 3rd twice. So he's going in ST. Now, for his teammate for 2026, Joshua Dirksen, So Joshua Dirksen has, in his first year, he came 11th in Formula 4 ADAC, which is the German one. He came 8th in Formula 4 Italian and 2nd in United Arab Emirates Championship. His 2020, he came 6th in Formula 4 ADAC and 13th with 8 races in Italian. He came 7th in Italian F4 in 2021 and 17th with 3 races in Euroformula. He came 14th in European Championship and 16th the 19th the next year. But you have to remember, he was not with good teams. But then, when he went to Formula 2, he joined AIX and came 10th and 9th. Now, the only problem he has is on certain circuits he's just not fast, but that might have just been the AIX. So I will put him, honestly, in B, because with what the teams he's been in, he's done remarkably well. Now, next is Rotoma Miyata. So, he, last year, came 17th in F2. The year before, he came 19th, but also came 3rd in European Le Mans Series, 12th at Le Mans, and he did a couple other sports car races. And in 2023, he won Super Formula. He also won Super GT, and the year before he'd come 4th and 6th in Super Formula and Super GT, respectively. And the year in 2021, he was in Super Formula and competed and came 10th and 11th, respectively. And in 2020, he came 17th in Super Formula and was champion in Super Formula Lights and 17th in Super GT. That is, and then he's gone through touring cars and all that. He was Japanese Formula 3 champion in 2019. He came 2nd in Japanese Formula 3 championship in 2018. He was champion in Japanese F4 in 2017. It says he was also, he was also F4 Japanese championship in 2016. So we're going to put him in B because he's obviously a good driver. Now, we're going to get to one where some people will very much disagree with me on this, and that's fine. Colton Herta. In his junior series, he came in the SPF 2000 Winter Series 6. He was Pacific Formula... Okay. He was Pacific Formula F 1600, I don't know what it is, champion. He then, in 2014, came GRC Lights 5th. He came 15th, Asia Cup Series 8th, and US F2000 National Championship 15th. In 2015, he joined the MSA Formula Championship and came 3rd, which is really impressive. Then for 2016, he did the Masters F Formula 3 at Zandvoort, came 13th. He did Euroformula Open Championship, came 3rd. And then he came Spanish Formula 3 Championship, came 2nd, but that's also on the Euroformula stuff. 2017, he went into Indy Lights, came 3rd. 2018, Indy Lights, 2nd. He also did a race in IndyCar. Then for 2019, he came 7th. In his rookie season of IndyCar, he came 2nd and 14th in IMSA sports cars. He then, for 2020, came 3rd in his 2nd ever season and came 9th in IMSA and 5th at Daytona. He then came 5th at Indy and I think competed in a race in IMSA. He then, for 2022, came 10th in Indy and did some other races and was also McLaren F1 test driver. 2023, he was 10th again in IndyCar, and then in 2024, he was second in IndyCar, and then last year he was in IndyCar and he was 6th. Now, I will rate him B, but I don't think he's this A-tier driver or that's my personal opinion. You can argue with me with that. Now, next is Noel Leon. Noel Leon last year came 17th, but in Formula 3, but with Prema, so I will give him, and he did get a podium, so I will be fine with that. Or he might have gone multiple. The year before, though, he had come 10th and 3rd at Macau, so that's really good. 2023, he was the NASCAR Mexico Challenge Series, where he came 19th. At Macau, 2023, he came 19th. And he was Euroformula champion, but I don't really consider Euroformula until last year really competitive for a while, because it was quite loose field, so beware. 2022, he was 23rd in Regional European Championship. Doesn't sound great, but he might have not been a great team. I can't really tell. Yeah. Yeah, don't know. And 2021, he was the NASCAR Challenge Series Mexico champion, which, yeah. And he was also Formula 4 United States champion, but also that is a very weak championship. Which, I'm not going at him, but, he was also Formula 4 NACAM champion the year before. So he's got speed in Formula 4 cars, and he was also NACAM Formula 4 champion the year before, and was competing at 10th and 11th, and, a couple of years, he was competing it since 2017, so very good. I will put him in C just because he hasn't really shown that speed recently. Now, Nicholas Solov came second in Formula 3. He came 12th in the Eurocup 3 Spanish Winter Championship, and he had 4 races in Formula 2 where he got a podium last year. 2024, 11th in Formula 3 and 11th in Eurocup, and 2023, 22nd in Formula 3, but that was his first year, and he'd just come out of Formula 4, so yeah. He did Macau, he came Eurocup 3 10th, and Middle Eastern Championship Formula Regional, he was 23rd. And 2022, he was champion of F4. So I will put him in A. I'll put it down to inexperience in his first Formula 3 year, and then I'll put his second Formula 3 year was just ART. Tell me in the comments how you feel about that. Now, Dino Beganovic came 7th last year, and he was kind of near and miss, but he did get a win, which was pretty good. The year before, he had gotten a podium in Formula 2 when he came in. He was also 6th in the Formula 3 Championship and came at 10th at Macau. The year before, he'd come 6th in Formula 3 before and was 11th in Middle Eastern Championship. He was champion in 2022 of the Formula Regional European Championship. He was 5th in the Asian Regional Championship. And he was 13th in Formula Regional European Championship in 2021. And in 2020, he was 3rd in Italian F4. So I will put him in A, because that's what his thing shows. He's quite good. For Roman Belinsky, he came 11th last year for Formula 3, but was with Rodin and was the highest driver. So that's pretty good. He also came 14th the year before in Formula Regional European Championship, and was champion in Formula Oceania. So I will rank, and the year before he came 21st, but it was not really great, and then the year before was 18th. But in 2021, he did come 7th in GB3, and was 8th in 2020 in F4 British Championship, and 20th in Juniors the year before. So I'll put him in C, just because he hasn't really proven himself, but he's not a bad driver. Now, For Gabriele Mini, he came 13th last year in Formula 2, but he also had, near miss. The year before, he was second in Formula 3. The year before that, in 2023, he was 7th in F3, third at Macau, 22nd in Regional Middle Eastern Championship. And in 2022, he was regional European champion, not champion, but he was second. And the Asian Championship, he came fourth. Came seventh the year before in 2020 in regional European Championship, and was 2020 the Italian F4 champion. So I will put him in B. But since he hasn't really proven himself recently, actually, I'll put him in A, because I do hold him in a high regard. Now, Ollie Gerfer. Ollie Gerfer came 15th last year, but in the last 2 rounds he was pretty good. The year before he had finished 7th in Formula 3, which is alright. Came 2nd in Macau, and in 2023, 8th in Formula 3, 9th at Macau, which is okay. He was Euro Formula champion in 2022, but that series had like 3 people, so full time, so it's not really a consistent one. 2021, he was 23rd in Formula Regional European Championship, which isn't great, and in 2020, he was 5th in F4. So, I will put him in C because I don't think he's a bad driver. I just think the career he's had isn't the greatest one. Now, Sebastian Montoya. Ooh. For 2020, he was 11th in Italian F4 and 17th in ADAC. 2021, he was 4th in Italian F4, which is better, and ADAC was 9th. 2022, he was the Formula Regional Asian Championship, he came 7th. Formula Regional European Championship came 13th. Just, it's alright. Now, in 2023, he came 16th in Formula 3. He came 21st in the Middle Eastern Championship and 7th in European Le Mans LMP2 Pro-Am. Yeah, that's pretty cool. He was then 17th in 2024 in Formula 3, and then 2025 in Formula 2, he came 12th, and he was higher than his teammate, and was pretty good. So I'll put him in C, just because I think he's a good driver, but just has been a bit inconsistent. As for his teammate at Prema, Mario Boyer, he came last year in Formula 3 third and second at Macau. In 2024, he came 9th at Macau and 15th in Formula 3 and 5th in the Regional Middle Eastern Championship. In 2023, he came 17th and came 4th at Macau, and Eurocup came 2nd and was 5th in Regional Middle Eastern Championship. He was also, in 2022, 10th in Formula Regional European Championship, and 2021, 14th in Formula Regional European Championship, and in 2020, F4 Spanish Championship came 2nd. I'm going to put him in B. I think he's that level driver. You can tell me if I'm wrong. Ooh, Martinius Stenshorn. He came 20th with 6 rounds in Formula 2 last year, but he actually was very fast in Trident, which is shocking because Trident's not a great team in F2. He was 5th in Formula 3 and highest of the high-tech drivers. In 2024, he was 18th with high-tech and 8th in Regional Middle Eastern Championship. In 2023, he came 2nd Formula Regional Championship he came 2nd, which is pretty damn good. And he did it against Kimi Antonelli, which is pretty good. And in 2022, he came 15th in F4 Spanish and 10th in Formula 4 UAE. So I'm going to put him, honestly, in B, because I think he's that good. Now, Alex Dunn. He came 5th last year in F4, 14th in 2024 in F3, and 8th at Macau. He came the year before, 2023, 2nd in GP3. He was 2022. He was the F4 British champion. He also came 2nd in Italian F4 and was 5th in Formula 4 United Arab Emirates Championship. In 2021, he was ADAC Formula 4, came 8th and 17th in F4 Spanish. So I'm going to put him in A. Because he looks that good. Oh, cush money. Now, with his, I'm only going to go back to 2018. Because his goes back all the way to 2016, and I don't want to go that far. So he came 16th last year, 13th in F2 in 2024, 11th in 2023, and 14th in Formula 3 for 2022. Came 11th in Asian Championship F3, and 18th in FIA Endurance Trophy LMP Pro. He came second in British Formula 3 in 2020. In 2019, he came sixth in Eurocup, Renault Eurocup. In 18, he came British F3 third. 2017, this is, oh, actually, I'll just go 2016. 2017, he came 8th in Italian F4, and 2016 was 16th. I'm going to put him in C. He's kind of an average driver. It's a bit harsh, but, you know. Now, I'm going to struggle with this. Tisanopol Intrapuvazak was 7th in Formula 3 last year and 16th in Macau. The year before, he was 24th in F3 with AIX, which isn't a great team. He was 9th in the Middle East Championship. He came in 2023, he came 6th in Eurocup and 19th Middle Eastern Championship. 2022, he came 11th for Spanish F4 and 7th for Formula 4, and also did Thailand Super Series in 2 different categories and came 8th and 16th. 2021, he was 10th in British F4 and 5th in United Arab Emirates Championship. So that's for 2021. So I will put him in C because I don't think he's a bad driver. Now, AIX Racing. Emerson Fittipaldi Jr., because he's the son of Emerson Fittipaldi. He came 11th last year in Eurocup. Eurocup was 6th in Eurocup Spanish Winter Championship. 2023-4 was came 5th in Eurocup and 20th in Regional Middle East Championship. 2023 came 19th in Eurocup, 24th in Regional Middle Eastern Championship. 2022 came 18th in Italian F4. 2021 set 3rd in F4 Danish Championship. So he will be going in D. Now, am I saying he's a bad driver? No. But is he better than Intrapuvazak? No. Not from what his results show. Now, we're going to be doing the legend today. Cian Shields, I think it's Cian Shields, came 24th in F2 last year behind multiple drivers who only did a couple rounds. Came 30th in Formula 3 with Hitech, so wow. The year before, in 2023, he came 2nd in Euroformula, but as I said, there's barely any drivers in it. In 2022, he came 13th in GB3. He is a D. Actually, he's not even a D. He's an E. The man is an E. It's just no. Now, this one's very weird. Nicolas Veron, who is Argentinian. He came 18th in IMSA last year and 28th in World Endurance Championship Hypercar. He came 19th in Asian Le Mans Series. 2024, he came to 12th in European Le Mans Series. 24 Hours of Nürburgring came 12th. 2023, he came 13th in IMSA. First in 24 Hours Le Mans, so he won Le Mans. He came first in the LMGTE World Championship, so he won the World Endurance Championship. Came 5th in Asian Le Mans Series. 2022, 17th at Le Mans and 11th in Euro Le Mans Series. 2021 came 3rd at Le Mans Cup, and 2020 came 20th in British at Formula 3 Championship. 2019 came 17th in said championship, British F1 3, and in Porsche GT Cup Trophy in Argentina came 9th. And yeah, and then he's done a couple of Renault 2.0 Argentinian championships and came pretty low. I will put him in C because he's obviously a very good driver. Now, Rafael Villagomez. Came 14th in F2 last year, 24th the year before, 25th in Formula 3, and 13th in Formula Regional Middle East Championship. For 2022, he came to 25th again in Formula 3. 2021, he came 29th in Formula 3 with HWA Race Lab, and 8th in Euroformula, and 17th of F3 Asian Championship. 2020, he came 11th in F4, and 6th in the Championnat de France FIA 6. Yeah, I can't pronounce that. But I will put him, honestly, in D, because he wasn't bad last year, and he's not a really bad driver. Now, for the last two, Lawrence Van Hopen. He came 25th in Formula 2 with 6 rounds. He was pretty bad, to be honest. But he came in Formula 3 in 12th, and wasn't bad. The year before, he came 13th in 2024. 2023, 10th at Macau, 10th Formula Regional European Championship, and 11th in Oceania Championship. 2022, set 21st. In 2021, he competed the Ultimate Cup Series Challenge Monoplus F3 Regional. He came third. So he'll go, I think, C. Now, the GOAT, John Bennett. John Bennett came 22nd last year in F2. He came 32nd in Formula Regional European Championship. Came 2nd in GB3 and 23rd in Regional Middle Eastern. He came 2023, he came 10th in GB3, 2022, 8th in GB3, and 2021, 2nd in Ginetta GT5 Challenge Pro. He will go, honestly, in D. So that is the entire F2 grid ranked. And I hope you enjoyed this. You can put your criticism of it or what you think is the best ranking in the comments. And I hope you enjoy your day.